It's Richard Bromwell here. We're going to be talking about our huge single owner Dorset Country House contents. Now we've got some wonderful bits and pieces that are outside, but one item that is not here is this. It's a fantastic late Victorian, possibly Edwardian shepherd's hut. Now it's so big we found it in the garden, can you believe that, of this country house. Now it's coming, it's going to be lot number 1 in the auction and it's no reserve. Estimate probably around about £1,000 to £1,500, but we've got hundreds of lots just from this one owner. So let's come on, Phil, let's pop up to the top sale room. We'll go and so plenty of outside garden ornaments and bits and pieces. I'm pleased to report that we have been very busy throughout. Everything's open now. One of the vans is out. That said 12 there. He's obviously not in today, so I want to come on up through past reception, past the other cars. I'm going to come up through the top sale room. Now I don't think we've been in through the top sale room before, have we, Phil? There we are. Make sure I don't fall over up the steps there. And coming into the top sale room, out of the lovely light and into the dark. Now, for the country house, this is a single owner. It's about 300 lots. It's absolutely everything, just about excluding the kitchen sink. You've got 19th century furniture. This is actually a secretaire drawer in here. This is great. Now, there we are. Proof that unicorns do exist. Lovely continental painted pine chest here, dated 1857. And value on that sort of £200 to £300. Very pop. There's a lot of naive art, a lot of folk art, ceramics and glass down through here. Come on, Phil, that's it, off we go. You've got stools, bookcases, chest of drawers. It's the entire contents of one person's home. Now, I've not been to France for some time. I do miss France, but look at this, a baguette holder. How cool is that? Lot 247. I say it's all no reserve. Huge collection of minerals as well. And don't ask me to explain what most of them are. I'm just going to call them pretty minerals. Lots of mirrors, huge amount of ceramics and glass, and also a lot of butterflies and moths. And again, it's a real sort of gentleman's residence here. And this here, what a whopper! Size of my hand, size of the moth. Now, what's this moth called, Phil?
I think an atlas moth.
You better be right, because I bet people watch this know exactly what it is. So there's lots of frames of moths and bits and pieces. Huge amount of really interesting ceramics. This is one of Phil's favourite lots here. It's transfer printed of Stonehenge. Now we travel up and down the A303 every single week, and there's a really nice see how wibbly wobbly. That's before the Victorians actually bothered to make it all look straight, because the Victorians, they had to make everything look straight and pretty. Down through here, more ceramics. We've got boxes, a huge amount of pictures and prints. As I say, there's nearly 300 lots. Lovely back printed. More ceramics, there's pottery, there's stuff out of the attics, there's helmets, even down to a piece of Eric Ravilius travel there. One of my favorite. Oh, what about this? Hang on. Now, if you're like me, you've got a bit of tinnitus, be careful. There we are. That has set my tinnitus right off again. And a fantastic collection of nursery plates. And here's a couple of my favourites. Here we are. And we've got some lovely named ones here. If your name is Eliza, there we are. That's one for you or your child or whatever. And a present from Brighton. Again, if you've not been to Brighton because we've been in lockdown for the past year, you can see that. And again, one which is quite sort of funny here, which is Robinson Crusoe milking. Now, we've had a bit of a chat about this, and we think he milked before he found Man Friday. Now, whether he's walking along the lovely sandy beach and found the hoof prints first, I don't know. I can't remember. It's a long time since I've read that. But again, all these wonderful, naive folk art nursery plates and a huge amount of pictures. Now, they had a particular penchant for animals, and we can see here what a lovely looking moggy. There we go. What a happy looking chappy. Estimate of that between sort of £60 and £100. And a lot of dogs. Now, this is, I can't paint or draw. If I did, nobody would want it. But what a lovely thing with the dog and the cat. In our household, the dogs certainly run after the cat. Poor old Betty being chased there. And look at this. Here's McTavish. What a fine-looking hound he is, isn't he? And speaking of hound dogs, just down here as well, very serious and after lands here. So wonderful. And again up here, I've never seen a hedgehog that looks more like an armadillo in my life ever. You know, so a fantastic collection of naive folk art. It's the entire contents in about 300 lots, and it's all going in the hammer, and it's all going to be sold without reserve.